How to get a visa in Cambodia. I'm just going to make it real simple for you, and I'll do something that the rest of these guys don't do, and I'll just get straight to the point. On arrival, you will get 1 month. Pretty much no matter what country you are in worldwide. So it doesn't matter where you're coming from, you should get a month on arrival. 1 month only. That's 30 days approximately. It'll cost you around 30 US dollars, the equivalent of that for that first month. Now, let's just say you're silly and you want to actually live in Cambodia, which I recommend that you don't do. It is an awful country with awful racist people. So I recommend you avoid this country at all costs. But if you are silly enough that you want to stay here, relax. Nobody wants to come to this country. Everybody that comes here leaves angry and hates it and doesn't want to come back. And so what they've done is they've made it so easy for everybody to come here. It is so easy. So what you do is you get online and you apply for an online e-visa. It's called an e-visa, and that will give you 30 days. It'll just be double the price. So instead of arriving, which you could if you wanted to, you arrive, you get 30 days on arrival. But let's just say you wanted to stay indefinitely for the rest of your life, no problems. Trust me, they will take you. Trust me. There's apartments going up everywhere, and they're desperate to fill these apartments with stupid foreigners that they hate. It's funny, they're not going to treat you any better, but they're desperate to get you in here. So they're going to open up the visa system, which is kind of a trap. The only foreigners that are here are like fat losers, guys like this, running along the street. Like, they only get legit nutcases here. If you are one of those nutcases and you're so broke and you have to come to this shithole, what you do is you get online and you apply for a 1 month e-visa. And then on arrival, what you do is you go to a store called a Wing store, W-I-N-G, Wing. It's a green store, and they're basically everywhere. Once you arrive, look, relax about everything. Forget about anything. Don't worry about the visas. Just trust me. Get online, apply for the e-visa. You will get it pretty much immediately because they're desperate to suck you into this shithole. Trust me. And then when you arrive, you'll probably have your phone stolen on arrivals. The tuk-tuk driver will probably scam you. You might get robbed or something. You're definitely going to be discriminated in some way. But after you go through that, what you do is you find a Wing store, if you're still willing to stay in this awful place, and you apply. You can literally just walk in there, you give them your passport, and you can say 3 months, 6 months, or an entire year up front. I'm not even joking. It is that easy. And all you have to do is give them cash. And let's just say you want to stay 6 months. They'll probably charge you 500 US dollars, or I think it's 200 US dollars, 500 for an entire year, basically. $200 US dollars for 6 months and $500 for an entire year. Usually you need some sort of a work permit, you need some sort of evidence why you're staying in the country or something. Don't worry, this is the scammiest, dodgiest country ever. You just go to a Wing store and then you just ask for as long as you want. And they will have some corrupt bureaucrat that will stamp and lie and say that you're working for some company or whatever, and you just pay them money. And literally you'll be at the Wing store, W-I-N-G, green label, green signage, and they're basically on every corner. You'll probably be there half an hour, well, no, like 10 minutes max. So forget about visas. Don't worry about visas. It's not a problem. You're going to be out. The only problem is if you arrive, on arrival with a tourist visa, you will have to leave in 30 days. But if you get yourself one of those e-visas before you arrive, which is double the price, so it's 30 US dollars for 1 month, it'll work out to be about 60 US dollars for 1 month for the e-visa. you can legit just come here and retire as long as you've got enough money to stay here. And well, and as long as you have the tolerance of the locals' xenophobia and racism and discrimination and crimes against you and how they're going to mistreat you, etc. As long as you're willing to tolerate all of that abuse just for a nice roof over your head, that's fine. If you have friends or family you're bringing, or a girlfriend or a wife, and you just want to stay in a nice apartment, dirt cheap, and you don't want to engage in society and you want to avoid like the locals and stuff like that, then you're probably good. Get yourself a long-term visa, and I highly recommend that you avoid the locals at all costs, because they're some of the worst scumbags you could ever imagine. This has been the worst experience of my life, and the locals are some of the scummiest people I've ever met in my life. Most racist, like just backwards people on planet Earth. And that's why you can come here, you can get yourself stay in a nice apartment like that, dirt cheap, have a pool and a gym, but just trust me, like every single foreigner that's in this country, watch the vlogs. Oh my God, they all look depressed, don't they? And don't think that you're going to come here like what I did. I was naive enough when I came here. I was naive enough. I was like, oh, that guy's a loser. Oh, this person looks crazy, but I'm better than this person. No, you're not. Because I got here, I got out into the community. I'm, highly sociable and friendly and outgoing. And it just weighs on you after a while. There's no way around it. You cannot hack the system. Their racism and xenophobia and closed-mindedness, you cannot get around it, I promise you. I've been here like 4 months now, and I have engaged in the community so heavily. I've been out there. I've put myself in front of at least 10 Cambodians per day, and I'm whittling down to the last couple of days where I'm going to fly out of this hellhole. And I just don't even talk to the fuckers anymore. I don't even talk to them, because I put myself within 3 months in front of 1.2 thousand Cambodians, and they were all assholes. Every single one. Even that guy's like gives me a bad look. Like, maybe they give each other bad looks. Maybe they hate each other. I don't know. But they definitely hate the look of my skin. They hate the fact that I'm a white guy. They really hate it here. And trust me, after being here, spending my money and wasting my fucking time dealing with these assholes, fuck them too.